Welcome to Moorhead High School and tonight's volleyball matchup. It's an interstate battle between the Moorhead Spuds and the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Mustangs come in with 11 wins and 2 losses more this early part of the season. Mustangs will get first serve, and as we look on down on the court, it'll right to left. Leah Newton, head coach for the Mustangs. Charlene, longtime coach at Moorhead High. Great crowd on hand here tonight as they are enthused about this matchup. And so on the first serve, it's across, and Moorhead plays it back. Floberg to the far side, Rosie Anderson, and from there lifted up, and it's played now by the Mustangs with it sent across. Kill was Kaylee Wasdorf coming up with the big hit, and she drived it right in front of the Moorhead defense. And it's quickly 1-0 Mustangs. So with the lead and back at the serve line, sent across and into the net. That ties things up. It's 1 apiece as Moorhead now steps up to the serve line. And here from the near side, Nana Lopez sends it over. Blocked at the down it goes. Chloe Brown teamed up with Lydia Stevenson to send it over, but the Spuds blocked it and down it went. Point for the Spuds, taking a 2-1 lead. Lopez now ready to serve, and again, officials are along the far side. The point has been awarded to the Mustangs as Zandra Bina officiating on the floor, the number 2 referee. Talking with Kobe Paul, it's now a 2-1 Mustangs. Serve will go to Cheyenne. A quick send across. Floberg plays it up to the net. Here's the back set near side, tipped over by Rosie Anders, saved. A nice dig down to the floor, and again the block, and it's point Moorhead. It all started with Kaylee Wasdorf sending it off to the net. Moorhead rejected it, eventually to score, and that brings Maya Pfeiffer on as Moorhead goes to Haley Floberg's serve. Game tied now as we play set 1. Here's the play, and a nice dive by Lydia Stevenson to keep it alive. Moorhead on the return. Rosie Anderson, or Maya Pfeiffer rather, played over and to the far side. Brought back with a one-arm swing. Back to the net, to the near side. Rosie Anderson gets it to drop down. She hits it through the block. Reagan Bogenreef came over, tried to block the play, and it came off her hands and straight down. Point Moorhead, and the Spuds lead at 3. Haley Floberg with the drive to the back row, sent up to the front. Nice save out on the near side by Anna Krein. And play continues on as Moorhead goes to the backside, and Perry sends it over. Comes back near side, one armed over by Bogenreef. To the back row, kept alive. Spuds keep it going. Tipped over, this one down, and this one drops in right in front of the Spud defense. Rosie Anderson tried to get there in time, and it dropped down this set at 3. Lydia Stevenson now to serve. A long serve all the way to the back row, played up to the net. And from there, Grace Perry, hard hit, is returned by Stevenson, and play continues. Chased down by the Mustangs. Now Stevenson lifts it over, and it comes to the near side. On the free ball, here's the play, and kept alive by Kaylee Wasdorf. And the send over is tipped by the Mustangs. Cheyenne gives the Mustangs a 4-3 lead. Well, even though it's early, every point has been hotly contested, and the crowd is thoroughly enjoying what they're watching here so far tonight. But once again, a quick visit, this time from Kobe Pennock, the number 1 referee, with the crowd behind him. Here's the play to the net, big hit, return to the near sideline net, block. Maya Pfeiffer comes up with a block to an empty spot. And Moorhead has come on to tie the Mustangs. Spuds bring in Sarah Boak. She'll go to the serve line while Nana Lopez will head into the front row. Maya Pfeiffer, Hannah Boak, Grace Perry up front. And here's the serve from Boak. Medium deep on the hit. Comes back. Moorhead now plays. Boak sets it to the far side, and it's blocked out of bounds. Point goes to Moorhead. Grace Perry will get the kill. Takes a 1-0 or a 1-goal advantage here at 5-4. Sarah lines it up. Running jump serve. Just tickled the net on the way by. Left-handed to the backside. Floberg plays it forward. Perry goes for the kill. It's hit hard and it's deflected out of bounds. It was just a bit too hard to return. And Moorhead takes a 6-4 advantage. We play set 1. Here's the serve by Moorhead. Played up, back set near side across to Floberg. Now to Grace Perry. She's having a big start. This one will come off the net and hit the pin. And on that, out of bounds play, it goes, point goes to Cheyenne. (6-5). Moorhead with the lead, Cheyenne with the serve. And brought up to the net. Here's Boak. Tipped over by Perry. And her hot start continues as Grace Perry drops that one in, just crawling it along the net and down. Alexa Grunwald checking on from Moorhead now. She'll serve as Perry comes to side court. From the far corner, the serve line drived over and played by Stevenson. Back it comes to Floberg of Moorhead. There's Boak. Near side, Lopez sent over. And now under the net. Cheyenne overstepped the boundary under the net. The point goes to Moorhead as they have an 8-5 advantage. Alexa Grunwald to serve. Just caught and lifted forward. Free ball over. Big hit. And that was a diving attempt by Floberg, but can't get there. She deflects it further out of bounds. Point goes to Cheyenne. Reagan Bogenreef now steps to the serve line from the far corner. Steps forward and dropped. Played by Lopez back to the near side. Big hit returned by Stevenson. Crawled along the net. Double, triple, quadruple hit. Point to Moorhead as the Mustangs were unable to play it forward. That brings Maya Pfeiffer to the line. She lines up virtually in the middle of the baseline play. Steps forward and serves. Big hit goes to the far side. Was it deflected? No. Point goes Moorhead. Trying to find that empty spot along the far side and into the corner. And long. Now a 10-6. Here's the play. And this one goes wide and out of bounds. Maya Pfeiffer played it from the back row and forward. Got a little angle on it to tip it out. Point goes to the Mustangs, who serve now trailing 10-7 as Kira Carnop will step up to serve. As she readies, Carnop throws, sets, delivers. Just did get it over. Blocked. And out of way deep it goes. Moorhead had already played and committed to the net. Talia Triggs had that one sail over her head and down for point. Cheyenne, and it's now 10-8. Mustangs trail by 2. The step forward serve comes near side. Sarah Boak tipped over and down. Was it in? Yes. Tickle the far side boundary. The point goes to The Spuds take a 3-point advantage. Vivian Height checking in for the Mustangs. Moorhead to serve. Anna Krein throws, hits, delivers. Set to the net, tipped over, but out of bounds. They read. Yes, you can tell from the crowd's noise. Partial to that call from the far side. Point goes as Moorhead was under the net. Point then to Cheyenne as they pull within 2 at 11-9. Floberg to the net. Backside, Surratt. Played over by Rosie Anderson. Returned now at. And down it goes. Big block at the net and point Cheyenne to pull within 1. 11-10 Moorhead for the tie. The serve is over. Comes near his side and from there Krein. And at the net. Cheyenne is on the net. As they regain a 2-point advantage. Grace Perry returning to the rotation. Leading 12-10, Moorhead with the serve. Sent over to the far side, lifted back. Here's the saving hit. Moorhead sets it backside. Big delivery by Rosie Anderson, who will get the kill. Point Moorhead taking back a 3-point advantage. Their biggest lead was 10-6. It's been closely played throughout. Here's the serve. Bumped forward, blocked at the net, and down it goes. Talia Triggs just did get it over the net, and it crawled down. Point Spuds. And with that, Cheyenne takes a timeout. On the Northwest Blind scoreboard, it is Moorhead 14 and Cheyenne 10.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
Closely played from the beginning. This is the second time either team, and it's been Moorhead on both occasions, owning a 4-point advantage. It was 10-6, it came back to within 1, and now Spuds lead at 14-10 as play on the court goes to the far side and lifted forward. Cheyenne on the return, hits into the net. Had a chance to gain a point. The end of the net gives point. Moorhead and the Spuds have a 15-10 advantage. Played forward, line drive, tipped over, and back it comes. Floberg sends it off to the far side, and Grace Perry with the big hit will get the kill. Went for the block. Mia Engel went down on her knees, sliding on the floor, but it wrinkled off her wrist. And the Spuds now have a 6-point lead, and here's serve. To the near side, into the net. Once again, the net, the biggest enemy so far for Cheyenne. Kaylee Wasdorf hitting that one directly into the strings. Moorhead. Serve did not get across. It hit the top and waffled its way down. Point goes to Cheyenne and serve for the Mustangs. Serve will come from the near side. And the step forward, sending it over, brought back to the net. To the backside, Grace Perry. To the backside, left-handed and in. That point will go to the Mustangs. And with that, the Mustangs have pulled within 5. We're in set 1 tonight in Moorhead in this intercity battle. Right-hander sends this one over to the net. Near side, Rosie Anderson, hit rejected. Floberg saves it, sends it off to Perry. She was a little indecisive as she tried to line it up, and it cost her with a hit into the net. Point goes to the Mustangs. And now down by 4. The hit lifted off the floor, redirected, and it comes back near side. The hit, a diving save. Floberg goes backcourt to Boak, sent forward. Moorhead taking advantage of all their space, and then a big hit by the Mustangs for the kill, and the Point Mustangs to pull within 3. Closing in on the near corner and then sending it over. Played forward to the side. Lifted up to the net and backside it goes and in. Finding that empty spot, there's been a little adjustment in the way that the Mustangs have played their offense. They have spotted a couple of corners, and that brings a timeout call for Moorhead. Play stops here in the middle of set 1. On the Northwest Blind scoreboard, it's Moorhead 17, Cheyenne 15. Well, Moorhead had themselves a 7-point advantage at 17-10. Cheyenne, with 5 consecutive serve points, now has pulled within 2. It's now 17-15 as the Mustangs continue serve. Kaylee Wasdorp steps off to the, well, now she backtracks and comes back to the near side. Slap of the ball and she's ready. Wasdorp delivers to the front, to the side. Perry hits it over. Return now by the Mustangs, and on the crawl it comes back to the Mustangs and play continues. Into the net it goes. Reagan Bogenreef tried to tip it over and it came up short. Moorhead with point, now serving with a 3-point lead. Haley Floberg steps forward and delivers, sending it all the way to the back. From there, played forward. Bogenreef's hit returned. To the far side, it goes on the net and saved by Grace Perry. Returned to Perry, and she hits it over. Play saved. Line. Back onto the court, played over by Rosie Anderson. And from there, sent forward and off to the far side it goes. Floberg comes up with another dig on the back row. And from there, Perry with the big hit. Now returned, and it's dropped up to the far side off the block. Moorhead put a block attempt on at the net, but it deflected away. And with that point, Cheyenne has pulled within 2 at 18-16. Here's the serve from Lydia Stevenson. The return comes to the net. It was returned too far. creating some indecision on whether it would go over the net. It did not. It came down short. Point, Mustangs now within one. And the hit, sent over, played forward, rejected. Floberg to keep it alive. Now Stevenson to the net, and it's connected on the near side, played, returned, comes back near side, and it's blocked and deflected out. Maya Pfeiffer Spuds are jubilant on their point against one of the most highly regarded teams in North Dakota. 19-17, Moorhead with a 2-point lead. Sarah Boak on to serve. Right-hander jump serve over, lifted up and sent over by Stevenson. Pfeiffer tried to put the hammer down and it caught the net. And it rolled down on the Spud side of the net. That goes point Mustangs. And once again, Cheyenne is within one. Mustangs to serve. Running jump serve, sent deep. Floberg to Perry to the backside. Maya Pfeiffer tried to touch that one over and came up short. And with that, Cheyenne has come all the way back and has tied up the Spuds at 19. Trailed at one time by 7. This one will count and continue on. And the Mustangs thought they had taken the lead, but were ruled to have been under the net, reversed to Moorhead, and the Spuds continue the advantage at 20-19. Grunwald serve. Returned by Cheyenne, blocked at the net by Moorhead. Sent to the backside, trying for the big hit and got it. And the Mustangs, with this set all tied up at 20, send Regan Bogenreef to the serve line, and she just came up short. She was sent a little rainbow up to the net and came up short. And with the point, Moorhead has the Maya Pfeiffer. The right-hander tosses up and hits from the back. Played forward to the near side of the set, and once again we're tied. Moorhead could not clean it up and send it over. Came up short. Point Mustangs. Haley Floberg returning to the back row for Moorhead. Mustangs making a couple of lineup changes as well. '21. Sarah Boak back set. Lead goes to the Mustangs. They have come all the way back. And late in the set have their first lead at 22-21. Getting ready, and the serve. Pounded over, Oak. Back down, through the block and out. Point for Moorhead. Game, or rather set, tied at 22. And the rotation changes and the chess match continues. And for the Spuds, serve will go to Anna Krein. Right in the middle of the back row, the send over, played by Cheyenne. Set it up on a back set, punched over by Rosie Anderson, played by Cheyenne. Stevenson sends it over. It comes back and it's off to the far side. A nice soft touch there, but played. We continue on with the big hit this time to Floberg of Moorhead. Back up to the net. Touched over and saved by Stevenson. Tipped over and the Spuds go to the floor to keep it alive. Here's a back set to the far side, and this time a point for the Mustangs. Now with the lead and serving, Brooke Johnson will serve when we return. There's a timeout in Moorhead. On the Northwest Blinds scoreboard, it's Cheyenne 23, Moorhead 22.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
At one time, Cheyenne trailed 17-10, now lead 23-22 with serve. Floberg from the back row, sent off to the far side, Rosie Anderson on a cross. Here comes the kill try, and it's blocked. Play continues on. The volley, sent deep but played. Unable to dive underneath and keep it alive. To Mustangs, and serving now set point. With the right hand, punch across. Lifted forward to the backside, Rosie Anderson. She'll get the ace. Valley Mortgage ace from Rosie Anderson to pull within one. Current serve gives set to the Mustangs. Conversion here ties the set at 24. Here's the running jump. Lifted softly, then played back by Chloe Brown to the net. Now Moorhead over the net, then point and set. Moorhead thought they had a deflection on the play. There's none forthcoming. Point goes to the Mustangs, and they came all the way back to secure the victory. Mustangs 25, Moorhead 23.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We get ready for set number 2. Moorhead with an early lead in set 1 to midway through the set. Coming out of a timeout, some adjustments were made. Cheyenne crawled their way back into it. Tied the set at 22, eventually to take the lead and the win in set 1, 25-23. And so with that, the Spuds now face the uphill battle against a team that has won 11 of the 13 matches they've been involved in. Alexa Grunwald getting ready for set 2. They've got their own little route. To the serve line, Anna Krein as Moorhead serves first. Played to the net, the set. To the net and blocked. Floberg tracks it down and sends it off to the far side. From there it is sailed out of bounds, and Moorhead, scoring first, has the lead 1-0. Anna Krein. Tonight's game presentation of Muscatel Subaru on Spuds.tv. Here's the hit over by Rosie Anderson. Played back now near side, blocked up in, saved nicely by Talia Triggs. Play continues on now for West Fargo Cheyenne. Back set near side, lifted over by Rosie Anderson. Played to the backside and into the open area, right at the net. There was a court that had nobody there, and it found an empty place. Ties the set at 1, and Cheyenne to serve. The right-hander line drives it across and will get the ace. It hit the net and was nearly blocked, but it crawled over, catching the Spuds still back on their heels. Point to the Mustangs, and it's 2-1 Cheyenne. Here's the hit over. Locked up to the net. And from there, the deflection from the back row. Kelly Tungseth couldn't play the return by Moorhead. Set tied at 2. Moorhead now on the serve. Return to the net. Touched over, blocked. Touched over, blocked. To the net it goes, and backside set, one-armed over. And again, there's an empty spot on the court. And West Fargo takes the lead at 3-2. Vivian Height checks into the front row. Lydia Stevenson will serve for Cheyenne. This one is long and just long. Oh, that was a tough call to make, but the line drive had enough to sail long of baseline. Ties the set at 3. We're in set 2, Moorhead or West Fargo Cheyenne, a decision in the first set. Here's the return, dropped over. Played back now by Cheyenne to the near side, big hit. Floberg, and the Spuds are having difficulties finding communication. Oh, they're going to say that Cheyenne now is on the net. And that gives point to Moorhead, and the Spuds grab a 4-3 lead with Haley Floberg serving. Right-hander sends it over. Just touched over. Anderson down. Off to the far side. Nice dive to the floor and save by Reagan Bogenreef. Now Moorhead on the return. Blocked, punched up into the air. Here's the free ball and touched over. Play continues on to the backside, point for Chloe Brown. She went hard to the left-hand hammer. It ties the set at 4, and that brings Kennedy Coulter to serve. Kennedy Coulter favoring the far side of the court, delivers. Brought to the net and finally saved and dropped in on a nice punch by Maya Pfeiffer. She saved that one and just had enough control on it to punch it over and in. Point, Moorhead, serve, Sarah Boak. Lead Boak signals that she is ready. Zandra Bina heads across court with discussion. Kobe Pennock at the net, refereeing tonight's game. West Fargo Cheyenne into the game tonight, unbeaten in EDC play at 7-0, 11-2 overall. The Spuds 4-3 in their 7 games played. Leah Zandra Bina, and it looks like it has to do with being on the net, over touching the net. Whether she agrees or not, she will have a seat at side court and play will continue on with Moorhead serving. The hit returned near side, punched over, saved at the net. Blocked to the far side and again blocked at the net. Moorhead getting a couple of big blocks at the net to keep serve and leading 6-4. Here's the hit by Boak. Back, set, no. Deflected out, wide. Last touched Moorhead. Serve goes to Cheyenne, and Regan Bogenreef will put it in play. Trailing by 1. Here's the hit over. Floberg saves it at the back row. To Boak, to the backside. Pfeiffer with the kill and the point, and Moorhead. Serve as Alexa Grunwald checks in. 7-5 Moorhead. Looking at head coach Charlene for the sign and the play. Here's the return, sent out of bounds. Return error, Cheyenne. Moorhead now with a 3. Right-hander sends it over. Blocked in, brought back, and lifted over on the free ball. Sarah Book returned to the net and blocked and lifted and double hit. A lifted return by Cheyenne gives point to Moorhead, and the Spuds lead it now 9-5. Grunwald from the far side serving. Point, Cheyenne. And that pulls the Mustangs within 3 at 9-6. Kira Carnop will serve. Trailing by 3. Spud defense waiting. Here's the play across. Lifted near side for Boak. It's blocked down and blocked across. Point, yes, Moorhead. Like Maya Pfeiffer got her hands in on. So with the stop and play now, Lily Mathern will come into the Moorhead lineup and will serve. Mathern takes her spot along the far side. Maya Pfeiffer for now at side court. Moorhead leading 10-6 and serving. Here's the play to the near side. Bounced away, returned. Now the Mustangs try it again. It's deflected. It's at cross court. Big hit. And so with that point, Moorhead now leads at 11-6. And we will return after this timeout called by Cheyenne. We're in the second set of play on the Northwest Blind scoreboard. It's Moorhead 11, Cheyenne 6.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. I just sat there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
Jim, we're in set 2. Midway through. Moorhead leading 11-6. Cheyenne has a 1-0 advantage, winning set 1. And out of the timeout, it's deflected and put back into play. Hit back near side. Here's the free ball over to the net. Sarah Boak. Big hit there. Ball slammed down the net by Nana Lopez. And Moorhead improves. They'd like to send along a bit of an apology. We had it written down incorrectly, and that's my fault. It's Anna Canine. Of course, we all know that. But for some reason, somebody decided to put an R in there. So Anna Canine has been playing and playing well. And with the hit by Cheyenne out of bounds, Moorhead now leads at 13-6. Nana Lopez to serve. Here's the hit across, return. And it is. And that's incorrect. And so point goes to Moorhead. And Lopez will continue to serve. Moorhead now has the biggest advantage in either of the first 2 sets, leading it now 14-6. Play back up to the net, brought back near side, and at the net it is blocked short. Talia Triggs tried to slam it over but caught the net. That gives Cheyenne. And Brooke Johnson, trailing by 7, will put it in play. Here's the approach and the walking serve. Volk sends it off to the far side, and the hit comes cross court and in. Point Moorhead now leading again by 8 at 15-7. Changes made as Anna Canine now will come in and serve. Brought back near side and blocked at the net. Rosie Anderson took the full brunt of that hit across and rejected it to the floor. Point Moorhead. And the Spuds lead it now 16-7. Canine set to serve. Little running jump set. Play now sent forward by the Spuds. Back set near side Rosie Anderson. And she gets the point. Rosie Anderson didn't get as much of the kill as she wanted, but she got enough to have it drop down. And we return to the Spud Gym in Moorhead after this timeout. On the Northwest Blind scoreboard, it's Moorhead 17, Cheyenne 7. Midway through the second set, Moorhead has worked their way to a 10-point advantage, leading Cheyenne 17-7. It's been a work in progress, and it came on the heels of a rally by Cheyenne that saw them pull within one. And here's Anna Canine with the serve lifted high, brought back near side and punched over. But Cheyenne in the net. Now 18-7. Canine ready to serve. Here's the send across and played off to the far side, returned, looking for a point, and it's there. Kaylee Wasdorf sent it off to the far side, got the return, lined it up and smashed it home. Reagan Bogenreef returns to the front line for Cheyenne. Trailing by 10. And dig at the back line. Kept in play by Canine and sent over. The play returns up the middle for Grunwald. And the hit across through the block and down. That's point Moorhead as the Spuds now own an 11-point advantage. Grace Perry to the front line. Set, ready to serve. Sending. Return short. Miscommunication. Turn by Cheyenne as the front row recognized too late that it was coming in their direction for play, so point Moorhead. Here's the serve by the Spuds. Return to the net. Brought back near side and sent over by Bogenreef. Moorhead unable to play it off to the far side, deflected away, point for Cheyenne. Lydia Stevenson to serve for Cheyenne. Big job ahead, trailing 20-9. Here's the send over. Floberg returns it all the way. Now the back set, and it comes to Floberg, who keeps it alive. Here's the set to the backside, Perry. Back up to the net. And Bogenreef got underneath it. She hit it long and hard, but way past the end line. And with the ball going out of play, it's pinned. Ready to serve, waiting for the ball to be declared ready. Reagan Johnson, meanwhile, is checked in. Brooke Johnson along the front line for Cheyenne. On the far side is Chloe Brown. Here is the return to the net. Sent over, blocked. And I think they're saying that it hit the antenna. Line judge on the far side indicating itself would seem to go to Cheyenne. It had been deflected. And so point Moorhead. And here's the deflection out of bounds. And the Spuds on the verge of claiming win here in set two, leading at 23-9. Haley Floberg sends it for the ace. Valley Mortgage ace by Haley Floberg. And the Spuds are serving set point. Floberg's hit goes deep, but in play. Brought back near side and played into the net, lifted up, lifted over, but not there, and it's point Moorhead. The first set and come up with a match tying win in set two. On the Northwest Blind scoreboard in set two, Moorhead 25, Cheyenne 9.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed massage therapists on staff. Now with 2 locations. And Detroit Lakes. Offering online booking and online gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
We head into set number 3. All tied up 1 apiece. Cheyenne comes from a 6-point deficit in the first, 7-point deficit in the first half, in the first set rather, and claim win. Strong performance, 25-23 at the end. In set 2, it was closely played, and Moorhead sneaked their way ahead 1 point at a time, eventually getting a win. 25-9 was the. And we're tied at 1 set apiece as we head into number 3. Cheyenne making an adjustment right at the time of serve. They will have first serve here in set 3. Lydia Stevenson on. She's the libero. Stands directly behind the front I formation. So with the serve. And across. Played. Lifted up on the net and bounced. And bounced. Down. Point Moorhead. Moorhead had a chance to put some muster on that hit, but it hit the net and crawled along for just a moment. Finally dropping down. And with that exchange, here comes Grace Perry to the front row as the serve played by Moorhead across. Into the net, it's played. Chloe Brown had a chance to put some real big hit on that one, but it hit the net. Moorhead back to serve now, leading. On the right-handed jump serve by Nana Lopez. It's deflected on the way by, out of bounds. It goes. Point Moorhead jumping ahead now 3-0. Lopez will continue. Little running jump step. Well, again, I have to offer an apology. There's a reason for it. It's hard to read the numbers. They're so closely printed. It's been Ryan Mohagan all along. Ryan Mohagan with the serve, but the return across by Cheyenne puts the Mustangs on the board at 4-1. So for the Mohagans, my apologies. She's in the lineup now. Looking across. Mohagan down to her knees to play it to the backside. Saved along the near side and sent back into play, and then across by Stevenson. Moorhead just does get it over the net. Played now by Anna Canine. And drop down, point goes to Cheyenne. That pulls the Mustangs within 2 at 4-2. On the serve, sent over. Get it. Mohagan plays it forward. A forearm save to the net. Punched over, point Mustangs. So a little rally, bringing the Mustangs back within 1. Coulter on the serve. Moorhead at the net. Big hit. Again with the Moorhead now diving to the floor, but can't get it into play. Nice dive to the floor by but it deflected out of bounds, and it's point Mustangs, and we're all tied up at 4 here in set 3. Over it goes and played by Haley Floberg. Then touchdown and point Moorhead. Tried to dig it off the floor. Mustangs unable to do so, and it's point for Spur. Here's Haley Floberg. Over it goes. One-armed into the net. Point for Moorhead. And the Spuds lead at 6-4. Floberg with the serve and across. It tickled the net on the way by. To the backside, lifted, but deflected. And out of bounds. Point for the Mustangs. That puts Cheyenne within 1 at 6-5. Vivian Height has checked into the Mustangs lineup. Lydia Stevenson will serve. Right arm to the back, played forward. Floberg to the net, Pfeiffer, but out of bounds it goes. She sailed it wide. And the officials coming up with a change. I didn't know why the change took place, but Moorhead gives the Spuds a 7-5 lead for Sarah Boak. Boak is ready. Play across. Sent to the backside. Left-handed over. Saved by Boak. Saved by Lopez. Sent across. Saved by Cheyenne, but no. Lifted return. Much to the dismay of the Cheyenne fans. It's now 8-5 Moorhead. And we again have a conversation between the officials, and there may be a change as to how that point will be awarded. Right now it shows Moorhead leading 8-5. And what Zondra Bina saw or had a line judge rule is being discussed now on the far side with Cope. Very long conversation and very much full of information with the way that Kobe Pennock is listening. Set a piece. They're going to replay the point. Charlene has indicated or has asked for a request for confirmation. And it all goes back. It was as if that was never played. It stays 7-5. Sarah Boak to serve. Lifted forward, comes back near side. Played back to Grace Perry. And it's alive by Cheyenne. To the near side. And the kill will go to Reagan Bogenreef. Big hit and drive by Bogenreef to pull Cheyenne within 1. Coulter to the serve line. She has a chance to tie this set. Played by Boak to the backside. And with that hit, Grace Perry gets the kill. Moorhead with point, now leading at 8-6. Alexa Grunwald serving. From the far corner, it's hit across. Lifted now back to the near side, and a big hit by Reagan. Comes up short, slamming it into the net. Point Moorhead now leading 9-6. Grunwald will continue to serve. That one is deflected and out it goes. Close enough. Let's give it an ace. That ace brought to you by Valley Mortgage, and this timeout scoreboard brought to you by Northwest Blinds here in set number.
The Moorhead Legacy Education Foundation and Spud History were happy to offer services to 10 Moorhead High School class reunions this summer. The class reunion took tours of the high school, visited the Spud History Wall at Horizon Middle School, were entertained by Moorhead High School music students, and were visited by Spuddy. Start planning your class reunion today. Spud History at moorheadschools.org for more information.
We play in set 3. Moorhead leading it 10-6. We've had a number of by Valley Mortgage. That ace served by Alexa Grunwald gives Moorhead an 11-6. Moorhead with serve. Played up to the near side and two-handed over by Alexis Terhart. The return goes out of bounds, touched last Moorhead, point for Cheyenne, and it's a 4-point difference now as the Mustangs serve, trailing 11-7. To the near side, Maya Pfeiffer drops it in the vicinity of 3 other players, and they all had a chance to get underneath and make the dig, but could not. Mia Engel checking in now to the Mustang lineup. Talia Triggs will serve for Moorhead. From the far side. Just did get the play, and it's dropped over and scored. Cheyenne, and it's 12-8. Moorhead bringing Maya Pfeiffer in. And then she comes right back out as Floberg checks in. Here's the serve by Cheyenne. Played up to the net. Sarah Boak sends it to the backside. Moorhead 5 to the near side by Triggs to keep it going. And another save to the far side, but this one ends up in the bleachers halfway up the student body. And it's 12-9 as Moorhead continues to hold the lead, but Cheyenne will take serve. Here's the play across. Big hit at Blotto's point, Moorhead. Lydia Stevenson returning. Moorhead serving with Anna Canine. Play back to the near side, just touched over. Back set far side, big hit, blocked in the back row, played off to Stevenson, and sent across by the Mustangs. Here's the Moorhead play, touched over, blocked, and play continues. Brought back near side, Rosie Anderson again, but this one sent wide. Spuds give up point on that hit by, and that Mustangs within 3 at 13-10. Stepping up to the serve line, Brooke Johnson will put it in play for Cheyenne. Pardon me. Comes to the net and just redirected and over. Anna Canine, rather than setting it back to the far side, redirected it. And Moorhead leads it now 14-10 as Grace Perry returns. Running jump serve, Moorhead. Nana Lopez. Play kept alive. To the net, it's played and left-handed over. Brought back, and Canine on the net. It crawls and plays and blocked. Perry, second time on the net. Point, Moorhead. It's out of reach. And Moorhead takes a 15-10 advantage. Moorhead with the serve. At the net, big hit. Right at the point of attack. The kill goes to Kelly Tungseth. Point to the Mustangs, and it's 15-11. Serving now down by 4. Here's Chloe Brown. We're set. Line judges in play, referees in play. Grace here's the hit and the block, and down it goes. Point goes to the Mustangs. It got deflected but came down. And so with that, it's now 15-12. Mustangs serving, trailing by 3. Right-hander puts it over. Lifted forward. Here's the return backside. Just touched over and right in the middle of the deep hole between 5 different Mustang players. And it found an opening. And the Spuds now take a 4-point advantage at 16-12. Haley Floberg serving. Just able to keep it alive. The return comes back to Callie Tungseth, but her send over went beyond the end line. And it's 17-12. Moorhead serving with a 5-point advantage. Floberg back to the net. Sent lift, touched over. A dive to the floor. Call underneath. Great effort and great idea, but ran out of room. And point goes to the Mustangs now within 4 at 17-13. We're playing 1 set apiece here in set 3. Here's the hit over. Grace Perry just about put it down in there, kept it alive, and the return. Moorhead goes outside the pin, outside the antenna, and it's now 17-14. Cheyenne continuing with serve, now down by 3. Nearly lost it, but recovered, and here's Perry's return. To the net, comes back near side, and again from the back row. Blocked, dug up, and play continues. This one with a big hit on the backside. I think that got the hammer down. And with that play, it brings a change timeout called by the Spuds. On the Northwest Blinds scoreboard, it's Moorhead 17, Cheyenne 15. Set 3, 1 apiece. Moorhead leading in set 3, 17-15. Once again, Cheyenne forced to come from behind, but able to do so. Coming from behind by 7, sneaked out the win. Set 2, however, saw the Spuds gain a lead and take to the finish line. As we play, Rosie Anderson tried to touch it over. They're going to say that Cheyenne was under the net. The block appeared to have been made, and it appeared that the point would go to Cheyenne, but a player slid under the net. And with that infraction, it gives Point Moorhead advantage for Sarah Boak. And the right-hander sends it over. Down on the floor, brought back near side, touched up to the net, and played by Reagan Bogenreef to the far side where Moorhead sends it across. Here's the back set and a retaliation play by Nana Lopez, and play continues on as the Mustangs send it over. Here's a great save at the back line by Haley Floberg. And once again, play continues on. Blocked up into the air. Here's Grace Perry sending it over, but dug out and play to the near side. Running save by Sarah Boak. Perry ends up with it on the free ball, and it comes back. And this one drops down. Executed offensive scheme by the Mustangs. After the two teams exchanged volleys, Mustangs were able to set it up and get a hit across to pull within two now at 18-16. Mustangs with serve. Dug out of the back row, played off far side. Grace Perry sending it hard. Play comes back near side. Now of Cheyenne. Moorhead's defense in the right spot. Set to the far side, played over by Perry. And the hit. This one is deflected out of bounds. Serve comes to the Mustangs with a chance to tie, trailing 18-17. The hit over. Near side, Sarah Boak. Now Pfeiffer. Played back to the near side. Big hit there, but kept alive. Played to the back row, Stevenson, and they'll try it again. Again, the Spuds dig it up. To the near side, touched over by Pfeiffer. And out of the back row, played Mustangs to the net, and it continues on, and it's saved. Back to the near side, Boak. Here's the big hit and blocked. Play continues on to the near side, touch. It's deflected as Moorhead was able to hit it through the block. Point for the Spuds, taking back a 2-point advantage now and lead at 19-17 as Alexa Grunwald comes on to serve. From the far corner, the hit played by the Mustangs. Touched over but blocked. Play continues on with that hit. This one is blocked out of bounds. Point goes to the Mustangs, and they pull back within one. With the serve, it comes near side for Boak. And now Pfeiffer tried to one-arm it across with authority, but misfired and slammed it into the net. And with that point, Cheyenne has tied this match, set 3, but then give it back. The serve going into the net. Moorhead regains the lead at 20-19. Talia Triggs will serve and across. Here's the play to the net. Put back into play by Moorhead. Comes to the far side, and the hit goes into the net. Alexis Terhart tried to send that one over. Missed on the net try, and the Spuds now serving with a 2-point lead. Over it goes. Near side, lifted up, punched up, comes back near side. Here's the hit. Return now far side, underhanded, over. Comes all the way. Sarah Boak returns it far side, and the Spuds send it long. That hit well beyond the end line. Pulls the Mustangs within one as Cheyenne sends Vivian Height to the serve line. 21-20. Moorhead the lead. Cheyenne the serve. To the backside, blocked out of bounds. Point, Cheyenne. Well, they saw that one coming as Moorhead set it up to the back outside hitter. And the Mustangs point. And we're tied at 21. The serve. Played far side. Return now, Mustangs. Hit is over. To the net, near side. Here's the look. And play continues on as that one is kept alive by the Mustangs. And this one point goes, and the Mustangs have erased another deficit to take the lead. Running short, come back. After this timeout on the Northwest Blind scoreboard here in set 3, it's Cheyenne 22, Moorhead 21.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. True champions are the ones staying later and finding that competitive edge. Never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
22-21. Cheyenne trailing throughout this entire, now with the lead and serving. Vivian Height will put the ball in play and send it straight up the middle and will get the ace. That was a hard hit by Height, deflected by Floberg and out of bounds. And so with that point, Cheyenne now has a 2-point lead, 23-21. Here's the hit over. Brought back up to the net side. Play is blocked out of bounds. And the Spuds with that point pull within one and now serving a chance to bring the set even. Here's Anna Canine. Just near side of center. Discussion at the sideline. Now declared ready. Underhanded high, comes near side. Moorhead digging after it. It down, goes backside. Put back into play by Cheyenne, and at the net, point. Cheyenne getting served back now with a 2-point advantage. 24-22, it's set point serve. Mustangs have a chance at advantage on this serve. We're ready. The running, stepping, jump, serve. Played, Moorhead, backside, blocked, lifted up in the air. Sent over and play continues. Brought back to the net with a hit. And point for Cheyenne. And win in set 2. Another come from behind win for the Mustangs. In set, Cheyenne 25, Moorhead 22.
These snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performances in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on 5 North and Moorhead.
Well, these two teams have not disappointed anybody here tonight. And a hard-fought battle from the start. We got just that. Cheyenne winning set 1, 25-23. Moorhead winning set 2, running away 25-9. And in set 3, Cheyenne again having to come from behind, but doing so and getting win 25-22, leading now 2-1 as we head into set number 4. And here's Anna Canine. And Cheyenne opens up set 4 with a punch across by Chloe Brown, who gets the kill. Reagan Bogenreif returns to the Mustang lineup. Cheyenne serving and across. Played forward, keeping it alive. Here's Cheyenne now on the Bogenreif with a big hit. And with that point, the Mustangs take a 2-0 advantage. Mustangs serving. Here's the near side and played across. Brought back now by the Mustangs, and they drop it into the corner. Haley Floberg looked around to see what had just transpired. Corner, there was no Spud player in the vicinity. And it's quick. Nothing. Pushed forward. Anderson saving it off to the far side and will get the kill. It was not one of her biggest hits, that is for sure, but it was in the right spot and directed off the player at the right time. And so with that point, Moorhead on the board, now trailing 3-1 and serving. Here's the play over, brought back up, lifted up, it comes down, and it's misplayed. For the Mustangs, leading now 4-1. Here's Lydia Stevenson. Right-hander takes a look and sends it on a line drive over. Chased down and kept alive by Anna Canine. Now play to the near side, deflected over, and it got blocked and deflected just enough to soften it. The kill. The point goes to the Mustangs, who lead it now 5-1. Stevenson's serve. Underhanded up to the near side. Here's the big hit by Rosie Anderson, but long. She wanted to tuck that in the baseline, but missed wide. And so with that play, it's 6-1. And now it's 6 net. That puts Haley Floberg to the serve line. And that one is played by Cheyenne, back up the middle and blocked. Back to the net and blocked. Tip near side, back to Grace Perry. And it comes now near side, and it comes back with the send over by Maya Pfeiffer. And the Spuds get on the board. and pull within 3. Now it's 6-3 as Floberg serves for the Spuds. Sent over, played back up to the net. Two-hand save out of the back row, off to Grace Perry. Her hit across, brought back near side for Reagan Bogenreef. And the Spuds are able to get just enough on to send it over, but played by the Mustangs. And it's tipped down and in to pull within 2 at 6-4. Haley Floberg continues to serve. The send over, played back to the net, deflected and punched down. Grace Perry has had one of her better performances from beginning to this point in tonight's matchup with the Mustangs. Now for the tie, Haley Floberg lines it up and sends it over. Just did get it all across as a touch net on the way by. To the back, the kill. The set was right there for Maya Pfeiffer, and that forces Leah Newton into a timeout call with play here in the 4th set. On the Northwest Blind scoreboard, it's Moorhead 6 and West Fargo Cheyenne 6.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Right. Save time, money, and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
We return to action with set 4, tied at 6 apiece. Moorhead now on the return. Maya Pfeiffer with the hit, rejected. At the net, blocked. Rosie Anderson, down it goes with the block and the kill. Rosie Anderson gives Moorhead the lead at 7-6. And that is how equal these two teams have been here tonight. Both teams have had leads. Both teams have done so, and the Spuds have just gained a 2-point advantage, now leading at 8-6. Haley Floberg to serve. Callie Dodds is checked in for Cheyenne. Sent forward, blocked back, and hit goes down. That's a big kill on the back side of the play by Chloe Brown. Kennedy Coulter comes on to serve. Lexus Terhart comes on to join the front row. Coulter with her serve, put into play and lifted near side. Sent over by Rosie Anderson. Play return box side. Spuds go for the block, get it. Coming back over. Here's the return, a dive, but then the second try won't go. Haley Floberg made the initial save on a dive and dig in the court, but the second try by Moorhead deflected the ball away, and it all tied up at 8. Big hit, and it goes right back into the backside of Nana Lopez. She was turning away from the play to see where it might end up out of play, but it sailed in on her. Ryan Mohagan, the victim on that play. Now as it comes back, Point Moorhead, and we're all tied at 9. Sarah Boak will serve. And with the hit to the near side, Bogenreef sends it over and just did tuck it inside the far sideline. Point goes to the Mustangs, and the lead goes to the Mustangs now at 10-9. Play across. Bulk sends it backside, Grace Perry. And for the kill, Cheyenne now takes a 2-point lead at 11-9. Mustangs leading 2-1. Here's Bulk setting it for Perry, and she sends it long. Got underneath it and sent it out of the way. But now they're going to say Point Moorhead. Apparently it was deflected. We did not see where the deflection took place. And it sounds to me like there are a lot of other people in the auditorium tonight that also did not see where it was deflected. But the point does go to Moorhead, 7-10. And with the serve by Grunwald, it sails out. And the Mustangs now take a 12-10 lead. Callie Tungseth on to play the front row. Mustangs serve with a 2-point advantage. And across, Floberg plays it forward. One-arm Pfeiffer comes back near side and blocked. And played and kept alive. Free ball. Comes back to Bulk. She sets it up. Maya Pfeiffer on the assist from Bulk. The big hit goes down and in, and it's Point Moorhead. That pulls the Spuds within 1. Lily Mathern on to play, and she will step up to the line and serve. Right-hander sends it over. Up into the air and played, set wide. We are tied again, now at 12. Mustangs leading it 2-1. We play here in set 4. The Spuds now with the serve from the far corner. Touch the net, that'll go as an ace. Valley Mortgage ace, brought to you by the Spuds tonight, and take the lead at 13-12. The hit is over and blocked forward. Comes back near side, big hit saved by Sarah Boak. To the near side it comes, and the return now by the Mustangs. Set by Boak. Played, blocked up, and returned, and no. Point goes to Moorhead. Point lead at 14-12. They've scored the set's last 4. Tipped over, block. And the streak ends as Cheyenne gets point on a block at the net. And that pulls Cheyenne within 1 at 14-13. Brooke Johnson will serve from the far side. Zandra Bina double checking and doing some administrative work along the near sideline. And she's set and ready to go. And the Mustangs will serve. Here's the step forward and the hit. Sent back far side and one-armed over. Play comes back and it's point. Cheyenne with a big kill has come back here. Number 4. Mustangs serving. The play across. Underhanded forward, big hit. Block, oh my. It was blocked right off the chest of Haley Floberg and kept alive as it went over, but the return on the far side came up short. And now with the by Sheyenne. The Mustang hit is over. Played out of the far corner. The return and the hit is there. Kill goes Moorhead. Point for the Spuds, ties the set at 15. Rosie Anderson returning to the front row. The front row. Here's the Moorhead serve from Anna Canine. The hit is over, saved by Floberg. Return backside, hit goes into the net. And Cheyenne once again regained the lead. 16-15, Cheyenne lead and serve. Sent over, just did clear net. Backhanded backside and dropped in and finessed her way to the back row, or to the back, rather, and just did tuck it in the baseline. That ties the set at 16. On the serve. Backhanded far side, here's the hit. Floberg keeps it alive. Back set near side for Anderson. Return near side, here's the hit over by Bogenreef for the kill. Reagan Bogenreef gets regaining the lead. Now it's 17-16. Vivian Height, front row. Lydia Stevenson to serve. As it's set over, it comes to the near side and then played to the backside for Grace Perry. Plain and simple, didn't have enough on it to get it over the net. It comes up short. Spuds take a timeout. Play continues when we return on the Northwest Blinds scoreboard in set 4. It's Cheyenne 18, Moorhead 16.
We are The Breakdown. For almost 2 decades, we've published the most comprehensive yearbooks on Minnesota high school sports and run the best in-season and off-season events. We cover every corner of the state. We are The Breakdown.
In a lot of ways, this timeout could very well determine how this match ends up tonight. Coming from behind, Cheyenne serving now with a 2-point lead on top of a 2-1 set advantage. And the hit comes across, and Moorhead diving to the near side. Cheyenne dives to keep it in play, and the Spuds on the return break for Anderson. Now Stevenson puts it into the near side for Bogenreef. And across for Grace Perry. The hit to the net, saved by Anderson. Play will continue to Grace Perry, and she drops it in. We do see extended volleys on occasion throughout the course of a match, but I don't recall any time we've seen so many. Both teams equal in their attack. Here's the play to the near side, and it's sent to the net. Moorhead again on the deflection. And a dive to the floor by Rosie Anderson to keep it alive. Eventually it goes across. Now the back set for Anderson, and she sends it with authority. And it's kept alive and in. Heading to the back row off the left hand from the far side. Chloe Brown with the kill and point. Lead now at 19-17. Mustangs serve. Line drived over. Played from deep. Comes back near side Anderson. Back set goes, and it's returned wide and out. Moorhead is back within one at 19-18. Ana Lopez returning to the front row. Talia Triggs, and play is underway. Comes near side and touched over, diving to the floor. It kept it alive for just a moment, but then it hit the deck. Point, Mustangs leading now 20-18. We play here in set 4. With the hit over. Perry gives it off to Maya Pfeiffer. Play comes down and out. Moorhead saving it, but sending it down and wide. And in this contest, a 3-point advantage is a big lead. And that's where Cheyenne serves, but it doesn't last long, and it's back to a 2-point game now at 21-19 as the Cheyenne serve went into net. Coming on to serve for Moorhead. Trailing 2-1 and serving. Moorhead's Grunwald. Played to the net, touched over, and into the floor it goes. Deflection at the net by the Spuds, but couldn't send it back in, and the Spuds will take a timeout with some work to do, down by 3 here in set 4 on the Northwest Blind scoreboard. It is Cheyenne 22, Moorhead 19.
Before I became a real boy, life was easy. Out there doing sandwich stuff. But being alive is so hard. So if you don't want to get up to get a sandwich, you shouldn't have to.
We're getting close to crunch time here in set 4. Leading 2-1. Cheyenne is serving with a 3-point lead, 22-19. A late adjustment by Moorhead just to make sure that here's Sarah Bulk. And Moorhead made work as the set was returned to Maya Pfeiffer. She one-armed it down and in to pull Moorhead within 2 and gain serve 22-20. Moorhead serving from the far corner. And over. Played back up to the net by Cheyenne and one-armed over, saved by Grunwald. Tip to the backside, Spuds sent Stevenson. And the hit over, got through the block and out. Now leading 23-20. Cheyenne with the set advantage and serving. Moorhead making a late rotation change. Defensively, here's the play. And it's sent over quickly. Sends it over to Talia Triggs, who delivers the goods. Triggs with kill and point to pull Moorhead with. That puts Anna Canine at the serve line, trailing by 2. Running jump serve by Canine. Goes deep, but played and punched forward. Comes back near side. And it is blocked, but out of bounds. A big hit by Cheyenne was teeth of the defense, but could not be controlled. And it's match point. Leading 24-21. And 2 sets to 1. Here's the hit. Played back to the near side. And the hit over. Brought back to the net and left-handed over. Punched alive and kept going. Once again, we're in the midst of an intensive volley. Played to the far side. Lifted, but no. Set by Sheyenne to keep the play alive, only to see it bounce. And Moorhead gains serve, trailing now 24-22. And we return after this Cheyenne timeout on the Northwest Blinds scoreboard in set 4. It's Cheyenne 24, Moorhead 22. Great crowd support on both tonight. Inter-city rivalry between the Spuds and the Mustangs. And with game on the line, Moorhead serving down by 2. Here's the hit across. Rejected. Hit across. Rejected. Sent off far side. Lifted up and over. And diving down, it's kept alive again. Here's the return to the near side, Floberg. Spuds will try it from there. There's the big hit and in. Rosie Anderson came up with the big. And that puts Moorhead within 1 at 24-23 and serving. With the whistle and the play ready. Here's the hit across. Diving down to keep it going. Play, blocked, lifted up and over. Return down near side, comes back, and Rosie Anderson comes up with the kill. That ties the set at 24. Must win by 2. Moorhead set and ready. Here's the serve for the lead. Cheyenne brings it to the net. Big hit blocked out of the back. Sent forward to Rosie Anderson and punched right back across. Try it again. Trailing on set points at 24-22. Moorhead has served 3 straight and lead it now 25-24. Here's the serve across, tipped over, recovered and sent back Floberg. Underhands it near Anderson. She's led the way here towards the stretch. Up it comes and blocked and tipped up and into play Floberg. Near side, Rosie Anderson sends it to the far corner. From there it comes back, and here's the reach by Bogenreef, and we are tied at 25. Bogenreef got some muster on it and set it court wide. Spuds couldn't catch up to it, and we play on. Stevenson will serve. With the right-hander, it's across. Punched forward and near side. Blocked down, point Moorhead. The Spuds take a 26-25 advantage, serving now set point. Maya Pfeiffer returning to the front row. To serve, and it's played back and into the net. It's in the corner. Just did hit the corner. Point Cheyenne. We are tied at 26. Those who have stuck around a little bit longer tonight have no intention of leaving this one. 26-26. Kennedy Coulter to serve. Again, administrative work being done near sideline. I suspect that they are visiting about the number of timeouts that they have and how many have been used. And just in case someone may decide that they want to try an extra one. And so the discussion at side court continues on with the set all tied up at 26. These coaches and Arlene with the attention and Leah Newton have been involved in situations like this throughout, but you can't help but think that the heart is beating a little faster even so as we wait the outcome here tonight. And right now it's in the hands of Zandra Bina and Kobe Pennick visiting along the far sideline at the referee stand. Waiting now to see as they come back to the side. All right, we're ready. Cheyenne serving, set, tied. Across, played forward. To the backside, hit over. Return comes back, Cheyenne with the big hit block. They'll try it again. To the backside, hit is blocked at point Moorhead. The Spuds getting good defensive position on a block and a hit. An open area in the far corner. Moorhead now serving, set point. Trailing 2-1, it's Sarah Boak. The right-hander sends that one over. I think they missed on that one. She stepped over the line, didn't see it. Play comes back, and here's the set to the backside, and tipped, and tipped, and tipped. Point, Moorhead, set, Moorhead, we play on. We'll be back with set number 5 after this time. On the Northwest Blinds scoreboard, it's Moorhead 28, Cheyenne 26.
Revive Professional Massage Therapy Clinic. Locally owned and operated. Open 7 days a week, day, evening, and same-day appointments available. Couples massages also available. 20 highly trained professional licensed now with 2 locations. South Fargo, and Detroit Lakes, offering online booking and gift certificates. www.reviveprofessionalmassage.com.
The Moorhead Legacy Education Foundation and Spud History were happy to offer services to 10 Moorhead High School class reunions this summer. The class reunions took tours of the high school, visited the Spud History Wall at Horizon Middle School, were entertained by Moorhead High School music students, and were visited by Spuddy. Start planning your class reunion today. Spud History at moorheadschools.org. Information.
Natural talent, physical gifts, training advantages. To become a champion, none of that matters. Champions are the ones who are comfortable working harder, staying later, and finding that competitive edge. They are never satisfied simply doing a good job, because those who transform themselves from local talent into local folklore are the ones who continually perform beyond their limits. Bell Bank, proudly supporting champions everywhere.
Well, we're down to it, and in a lot of ways, I think talking to the fans and parents about this matchup, nobody is terribly surprised that we're ending up in a 5-set decision. How it came about, of course, that's a part of how this game is played. It's been back and forth throughout. Cheyenne winning set 1, 25-23. The most decisive victory came in set 2, Moorhead winning 25-9. In set 3, another close one, 22. And in set 4, with what it appeared to be a decision for Cheyenne, leading by 2 late, Moorhead put a rally together for extra points. Final 28-26 Moorhead, forcing set 5. And here we play as Cheyenne will serve to get things underway. And in set 5, we do go to just 15. Cheyenne able to get point as the return by Moorhead got tangled up in the pin. And then the net and out of bounds it goes. It's well, there's some discussion now on the line judge on the far side had a visit with the number 1 referee, and what has happened. There's, I think, some water has spilled along the far sideline. I don't think, but to avoid any infraction on the court, well, it's right alongside the court, so right on the sideline itself. And you know, the job description of athletic director takes on different shapes of hats. And right now, Mr. Haugo is employing one of those hats in its cleanup duty, as he has the towel out and ready to finish things up here in set 5. Moorhead came in with 4 wins and 3 losses on the year. Cheyenne 7-0 in EDC play, Eastern Dakota Conference, at 11-2 considering all games. And one of the more highly regarded volleyball programs in the state of Minnesota. And the Spuds and Mustangs took it into the 5th set. And we play with Cheyenne scoring early and leading it 1-0. So there had been some water spilled right in front, or right along the sideline, far side. Avoid any treacherous stepping. It was quickly mopped and wiped, and we're ready to resume play, and it's 1-0. Cheyenne serving the lead. As we prepare, the running jump serve goes deep and played by the Spuds. Off to the backside, Rosie Anderson. Saved on the near side by Lydia Stevenson and across. And the Spuds come on to tie as the return got away from Kaylee Wasdorp. And the play goes to Moorhead, all knotted up at 1. And the running jump serve. Played by Cheyenne, and across, a dive there. There was a bit of a vacant area, and it dropped in safely for Cheyenne, and it's 2-1 Mustangs. Mustangs 3 up front. And the play into the net. Service error. Cheyenne, and that ties this set up. Tonight's volleyball presentation. Spuds.tv from Muscatel Subaru. Here's the play across. And out of bounds it goes. A return error. And we can even give that credit for an ace. A Valley Mortgage ace from Haley Floberg. And the Spuds lead it now, leading 3-2 as Floberg serves. To the near side, Bogenreef. Anna Canine, and I think that was Maya Pfeiffer colliding as they try to get direction. And so with that, we're tied at 3. Serving, return. Pfeiffer's hit is hard and deflected away. Point Moorhead to lead it now 4-3. Spuds will serve with Sarah Boak. From the near side of the midline. Play is across, just clearing. A nice dig down on the floor to send it over. Spuds track it down, and it's played across. On the underhand set, it comes back, and it's sent over by Maya Pfeiffer. Play continues near side, and on a ball fake, it cost the Mustangs and momentum and point, and it's 5-3 Moorhead. We're playing in set 5. Back and forth it goes. Cheyenne's hit to Bogenreef, and she sends it wide. She went cross court on it. Bogenreef misfired, and the Spuds take a 6-3 lead, and Cheyenne takes a timeout on the Northwest Blinds scoreboard in set 5-3.
Boss DXT snowplows are tough to beat. Featuring dual trip tech, flared wings, and optional D-force for improved scraping and backdragging performance. Choose from 3 different sizes in steel, stainless steel, and poly. The Boss DXT is built to restore order.
Your home for Boss snowplows is Bert's Truck Equipment on Highway 75 North in Moorhead.
We are in set number 5. The biggest lead Moorhead has had was 7. And then it became a 9. Actually, in set 2, it got to be bigger than that. But for all intents and purposes, 7. Set 2 is, this game has been played as a bit of an oddity as Moorhead won that one 25-9. Moorhead with the lead and serving. And the play is blocked out of last touch Moorhead. Point Cheyenne. And it's 6-4. Rotation changes now as Kennedy Coulter will come on to serve for Cheyenne, and Lexus Terhart takes her spot in the front row. And across. Underhanded forward. Drop back. Blocked at the net. Appeared as though it was a 4-hit return by Moorhead, but the official ruled it had been blocked. But on the second effort, unable to play it. Cheyenne is pulled within 1. And the hit goes over, sent near side, and Boak plays it. Deflected back and lifted up and out. Just missing the sideline. Point goes to Moorhead to take a 2-point advantage, and that brings on Alexa Grunwald to serve. From the far corner, underhanded forward, played off the net, and there's the big hit, but long. And Moorhead, here in set 5, has taken an 8-5 advantage. Keeping in mind that set points in 5 is 15, but Moorhead serves into the net. Alexa Grunwald is trying to slice one over the net, and misfired short. That brings Cheyenne to serve, down by 2. Under back. Nice hit, nice return. Play continues on, blocked up and out of bounds. The initial hit by Kaylee Wasdorp was redirected off Lydia Stevenson. Moorhead taking a 3-point advantage now as Riley Mathern comes on. Lily Mathern will come on and serve. Lily Mathern from the far corner. Here's the hit over. A diving play brought back over. Moorhead underhanding it on the free ball over Mathern. It comes back now to Cheyenne with the big hit. Moorhead taking a dive at it, but can't get there. Alexa Grunwald is on the floor as she tried to dig that one up. Point to Cheyenne, and with serve leading 9-7. Off the right hand, it comes deep. Haley Floberg plays it forward. Sent cross court, and the Spuds break through. Big hit on the backside. Back onto play. Now leading Anna Canine serving. Brought back near side and just touched over. Alexa Grunwald back set. Off to the far side and deflected out of play. Catching the defender on the backside, leaning in the wrong direction. Brings a timeout call from Cheyenne. And so, as we play here in set 5 on the Northwest Blind scoreboard, Cheyenne 7.
Pam is a small business owner. She is swamped. Pam knows she needs to advertise, but is overwhelmed by all the options. What if there was a way for Pam to have access to a team of media experts? What if this was at no extra cost and didn't require a contract? Meet Avenue Money and get peace of mind that your advertising dollars are well spent.
Moorhead leading 11-7. Set point win 15. Out of the timeout, serve, tipped, deflected, double hit, point Moorhead. Spuds are now 3 away from a 3-2 decision on Cheyenne. Here's Anna Canine. The return to the net, tapped over. Oh my, big in the middle. Carly Tungseth took a big swing at that one, a pull. Cheyenne within 4. Mustangs serving, trailing 12-8. Off the far corner, the serve. Into the net. That gives point Moorhead, leading now 13-8. That as this night has been played, there is no lead that gives you full advantage. Here's the run, the jump, and underhanded up, brought back near side and sent over. Brought back to the net. Moorhead plays it off the net and then sends it out of bounds. Rosie Anderson and Haley Floberg colliding, chasing down the loose ball. Reagan Bogenrafe returning to the Cheyenne lineup. Mustangs serve, trailing 13-9. To the backside, Grace Perry. Dug and kept alive, free balled over. The set backside, played on the net and down, but out. Cheyenne will continue to serve, down by 3. And the hit over. Floberg digs it up, sent near side, block is down and in. Serving now, set point. Back and forth, back and forth. Here's Haley Floberg as she sets, running jump serve over is returned. Brought back near side, the hit is blocked out of bounds. Point for Cheyenne. Spuds giving chase along the near side, only coming up short on a deflection. And that pulls Cheyenne within. Lydia Stevenson to serve. Sent over to the back row, lifted forward. Played back near side, Rosie Anderson with the match winner. The Spuds coming from behind here in set 5, coming from behind in set 4 to claim win here tonight in dramatic fashion. Our final score here, Moorhead 15 and West Fargo Cheyenne 11 here. Happened. Cheyenne winning set 1, 25-23. Moorhead in set 2, 25-9. Cheyenne in set 3, 25-22. Moorhead in set 4, 28-26. And in the clincher in set 5. On the Northwest Blind scoreboard, this presentation brought to you by Muscatel Subaru. Moorhead 15 and